on, teeth.
What's that? That's a photo?
Hey, y'all can't. Hey, when a nigga gets some money and I get these fake teeth,
You about to get fake teeth?
I'll be the one to take the risk to go and get them bands. I'll be the one to never sit and go and make a plan. Knowing my mother getting old now, got no time. Gotta keep a couple for the road, the rest get left behind. Yeah. To the hundreds, pledge allegiance I stand. I'm going pro forward.
Oh, you can Dakota
stand. I give it all to this fucking mic stand. If it's been done before, then I know.
Let's go.
I'm on the rise. I'm trying to keep a level head.
She want my time, she begging me to
Give me it.
I'd rather shed blood to the ground while I'm here.
Sorry. Damn.
Yo, what's
Damn,
the
that
deal,
was
y'all? Hope all is well. Welcome back to another episode. I'm Duke.
I'm Omar.
I'm Jalan, and this is Nice and Neat. And fellas, I'm excited today, dog.
It's been a minute.
I'm excited.
You should be.
I'm excited. We
You
get to
should
talk
be.
about some dope stuff.
Should be. You ain't played a game in 2 weeks, boy. You should be
But
excited to
check
play.
it. What haven't we talked about?
We ain't talked about a lot.
What haven't we talked about? We've been gone, so we been.
You know, save the suspense.
What suspense?
I mean, you know we got to talk about.
But we got to talk about Will and Jada. Fuck that.
Okay. All right, fine then.
Hey, look,
well, really,
man.
Will and Chris.
I know the world been talking about it for the last X amount of days, but y'all ain't heard it from us.
Nah.
All right? Y'all ain't heard how we feel about it, and we owe it to our audience, and we owe it to you guys that's listening and watching to let you guys know how we feel.
We got to touch on
All
it.
right, well then.
Speak.
How you feel, dude?
Hey, so listen, man. I've had a lot of conversation, as have you all, and I'm torn, man. I'm torn because I don't agree with Will Smith. I don't agree with him.
What don't you agree with?
But I definitely understand why he did it. I don't agree. I think he was wrong, but I still understand. Two things can be true at the same time.
This is true.
All right? Two things can be true at the same time. I don't agree that he did it because he was wrong. You can't put your hands on another man for making a joke, right? It wasn't
Sticks and stones, right?
It wasn't threatening.
Sticks and stones.
You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't violent. It wasn't threatening. He didn't. You weren't in danger. Your woman wasn't in immediate danger. So like to go put your hands on somebody is wrong.
Yeah.
But emotionally, I don't know what the man feels.
Yeah.
And I also don't know what they go through behind closed doors.
Yeah.
I also don't know how hard it is to be dealing with that as a woman who's losing her hair. Right? That's a tough issue. My mom is going through something like that. So I can relate to that feeling.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't understand that. So to see him go slap him, wrong. By society standards, would I have done it? Wrong. No, of course not. But I understand that he may have felt a certain type of way and it may trigger a certain emotion that none of us could really, feel. Right? So he's wrong. But I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand. What I'm saying, I don't agree with it, but I understand why. It's clear why he did it. You can't be like, yo, I don't understand why he gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm different. I don't agree with it, and I don't understand it.
You don't understand
I
it.
don't understand it.
Yeah.
I like it, no matter how many times we slice it and look at it from different angles, different perspectives. It's like,
Be clear. What don't you understand?
I don't understand the man going up there and slapping another man on national
Actually
television.
doing it.
I don't
Yeah.
understand it.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. You're too established. You're too successful. We have come too far, right, as a black culture, as people, as black men, to get up there and embarrass ourselves like that on one of the biggest nights in Hollywood, So I don't agree, and I don't understand. Now, what I do want to touch on, though, is like the way Chris Rock handled himself, too, though. Like, I do think that Chris Rock handled himself like a true professional.
Most
right?
professional shit I've ever seen in my life.
To be honest, I don't see myself having that much poise and that much composure on, in that moment. Like, so
most people, a lot of people can say they don't understand his reaction. A lot of people can probably say, yo, like if somebody slapped me, all bets are on.
But a lot of people are not in his position.
And a lot of people never been on that stage.
And a lot of people not in Will Smith position.
Yes.
But people can still offer that opinion, right?
Of
and
course,
say like,
of
hey,
course.
yo, like I wouldn't have done that. So it's just kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't agree with Duke at all. Not one bit. Because you can feel however you want to feel. We got feelings all the time. What road rage tell you to do? You want to bump into the back of somebody's car, but you understand the consequences of those things. Like, you can feel how you want to feel, but to actually carry out those actions, and then I'm going to be honest with you, like, so just the whole walking up on stage. If he wanted to walk on stage, I'm not even saying he's wrong for walking on stage. I'm not going to say that, because if he walked on stage and he whispered something in the ear and walked off the stage, and that whisper may have been like, hey, you know, I felt disrespected when you did whatever, it now leaves us wondering like, yo, what did Will tell Chris? Mm-hmm. It could have been a player move.
Could have been.
You know, and if you really wanted to assault him, do it one-on-one in the back.
Yeah.
But to actually, like, because at the end of the day, Chris Rock was doing his job. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm Chris Rock, I'm coming for the Academy, because you let some vigilante hop on the stage and assault me while I was doing
Chris
my
Rock,
job.
what would you have done?
Oh, I would have sued the Academy.
You would have what?
I would have sued the Academy.
Sue the Academy?
100%. Yeah. I'm doing my job.
But not Will Smith.
I wouldn't have sued Will, because the Academy hired me to do a job. So they're there to protect me.
No security is going to stop any celebrity there.
No.
That's unfortunate. They should change the rules.
Like, and this is not the first time we've watched a celebrity get on stage for like opportunities that they shouldn't have been there for.
So look, okay,
right?
Let's
we literally watched Kanye
that's
jump
a new
on stage.
take. That's a new take. No one's ever said something about suing the Academy. That's a new take.
I would have sued the Academy. So look, check this out. Chris Rock was doing his job, right? It's fair to say he was doing his job. That's what he was hired to do.
Yeah.
Right? Cool. Let's use the Staples Center.
Okay.
Let's say somebody's really upset with Russell Westbrook because he's not doing his job the way that they want him to.
He go out there punch.
And they go out there and they punch Russell Westbrook. And then they say, "Are you going to sue the fan?" No, I'm going to sue Staples. I'm going to sue Crypto Arena. Whoever owns Crypto Arena and the security and hires them, I'm going to sue them.
Yeah.
Because they actually let this person out there. Now, then you had a conversation. Do you want to press charges against the individual?
Yeah.
I'm suing the Academy, bro.
Yeah.
I signed a contract to work for the Academy.
That's different though. That's a fan. That's not Will Smith. That's a fan. That's
Bro,
completely
and then
different.
there's another thing too. Like, let's not justify shitty behavior because of who the person is either.
But regardless, right? Let's use a player though. Let's say a player come off the other bench,
Okay.
right? You ain't suing the arena. You're not gonna sue an arena.
This is
right?
Look, this is the thing.
I feel what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying.
Because he's
I
not
feel what
he's
you're
not
saying.
in the game.
Yeah,
He's a player though.
Yeah,
He's not
yeah.
gonna sue the arena.
Yeah.
That's the player. The player is there to play though.
Yeah, but he's not supposed to be on the court.
He's there. He can be. If the coach said you could go into the game, you go in the game. Chris Rock was on stage doing his job by himself. So this is different.
And security could have been like, oh shit, maybe he's supposed to be in the show right now. Like
To Will Smith.
To Will Smith.
That sue thing, no, that's not flying.
Yeah.
I would have sued the Academy because the truth is, because we're getting a little long-winded here. We got to get into what we're here to talk about today.
For sure.
But we wanted y'all to hear
trying to
about
make us some
how
ground,
we felt
baby.
about this. The truth is, Chris Rock was on stage doing his job, and somebody who didn't have a job at that time walked on stage and assaulted him. That's just
Facts.
that's just the
truth.
facts.
That's the truth.
That's it.
So it's like, let's take the facts. Like, let's not take who did it, what's going on. That's the fact. Somebody got on stage and assaulted him based off of him doing his job.
Regardless of what was said.
Regardless of what was said.
Why he didn't sue Will Smith?
I don't think he wanted to take it that far. Truth be told, like,
Or this is a whole nother perspective. Like, or are they in on something together?
hey, look.
Are they in on something together?
I want you guys, because you just heard Omar right now. He said, are they in something together? Is it real? How many of you guys think this is real? Do you guys think it's a hoax? What's going on? Is it real? Is it a hoax?
Was it planned? Was it staged? Like,
Because it's some things out there. Y'all can Google it. Y'all can look it up.
Yeah, do your own
Y'all can
due
look it up.
diligence,
Y'all can
for
look it
sure.
up. But look, all right. Y'all got a piece of our take on that. We're going to get into what we want to really talk about. As friends, we always sit here and have these type of conversations, and just like, we like to do it not only just in front of the camera, but we like to do it on our own time, in each other's living rooms, with each other's families, with each other's girlfriends. And we're just really, really talking about building friendships, but also maintaining those friendships. We've been knowing each other, what, fellas? Like,
sheesh.
10 years? Almost 10 years?
Yeah.
we're a decade in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A decade in. And we've went through so many seasons. We went through seasons of being single together, being in relationships, being in prior relationships. So like, we went through so many seasons and just trying to be able to still now build. I feel like personally, we are in a season now to where we are trying to build our families and our legacy and what that looks like. And I feel like we're taking it more serious than ever. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate, but I feel like within taking it more serious than ever, it's a little disconnection that is that is and can happen while doing that. So today we're just gonna be talking about how to maintain those friendships and understanding that seasons change and things change. I know I feel like that, and I don't think we've ever really openly talked about this.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be the first time.
Well, not even just maintaining the friendships, but just letting you guys know, and if you're listening, then you know that if you are going through one of those times, that it's okay. You know what I mean? If you have real friends and you guys all understand the ultimate goal, then not spending as much time as you once did when you were younger, you guys should understand that, right? So that's kind of what we're going to try to get to, because we're all going through a different journey, and a lot of you guys that are listening and watching can probably relate to this, right? I'm going to assume that a lot of you guys are in our same age range, and you guys are starting to really get into the thick of life, and you guys have relationships and things like that, and you guys probably don't spend time with your party friends and the girls you used to hang out and the guys you used to hang out with, and it's much more professional now and business oriented. And are we getting money? Are we making big moves? Are we trying to provide for our family? That's where we at right now. And we just want to kind of let you guys know that it's okay. All right. So, how you feel about, what's the one thing that you can give us regarding that?
Well, let's just talk about, it's really unfortunate that it happens, right? Because we love each other, right? And we would love to spend time with each other all the freaking time and hang out. But as you said, as you mature, things become a little more serious. So when you ask me how I feel about it, I feel disappointed that that's happening. But my role in our relationship, I think we could all agree on, is I've always been the one who was trying to organize the link ups. And at least if I don't organize them, I'm speaking up and saying that we need to have those. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to get together, have some drinks, have some dinner, sit down, because it's very easy for you to go home, be in your relationship in your world, me in my world, you in your world. And even if we have another friend that may be single, like he may be chasing something career-wise, but most times, like, as you start to mature, things become more serious.
Right.
As things become more serious, your focus becomes more narrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
As your focus becomes more narrow, you just
spend less time.
You spend less time with things that aren't helping you like get directly to that immediate goal that you're looking for. So it's unfortunate, but it's something that we could navigate through. It's just through communication, right? Like even we talked about off camera. Tonight let's go to have some sushi, grab some drinks after we eat, or after we shoot this episode. So, I think as a collective group of friends, it's important to always put effort in trying to link up. And then if it's not trying to link up, it's trying to catch up over the phone.
Yeah.
And more than text.
Yeah.
It can't just be tapping on text. Like, real friendships need conversation, voice to voice, face to face. That's how I feel. It's natural. It's life. It happens to all of us. I think one thing that my dad used to always tell me, and I think he was talking about this time right now. He was like, when you grow up, you're only gonna be able to count your real friends on one hand, right? And I'll be like, Pops, man, I got a gang of friends. I got so many homies. What are you talking about? And I think he wasn't talking about, the adolescent years or just becoming a man. It's like once you're actually an official grown man, you have real responsibilities. I think that friend group just shrinks just naturally, just because it's like, I don't necessarily have the time to really, I guess, reach out, branch out, and do those things. Like, I'm either hanging out with people who have a fiance and kids on the way.
Yep.
And if you're one of my close friends, you don't have that, nothing against you, but 9 times out of 10, we probably won't be hanging out all the time.
All the time.
We'll hang out occasionally.
I still love you though.
I love you like my brother, bro. Like my brother, that the love will never change, but the time spent does.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that too, because it's really, you said time, right? We don't have time, but really, man, it's just what's important to us. It's a whole different world we're living in now. I think that when we were younger and 5, 6, 7 years ago, our responsibilities weren't the same. So we were just trying to have fun.
That's it.
So it was just like, all right, cool. After I'm done working out, what are we doing? Monday through Monday.
Yep.
And it's just like, you spend so much time with your homies because everything's all about fun and you're not really focused on life goals because you think you got time, right? But as you get older, man, all that stuff just changes, you know? And I think that the great thing about it is that we're all, it's great when all your friends are on the same, you know, wave.
Yes.
Right? Because now it's just like, you don't feel like anyone's abandoning anyone. You don't feel like, oh man, this other person not messing with me no more. It's just like, okay, this is our season.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's a good thing. And it's completely normal, man. It's completely normal. And it's just giving each other the grace and the space to be like, all right, he's doing his thing. You're doing your thing. I'm doing my thing. And just to let you guys know, to paint the picture, man, you know, 3 of us are best friends, and we have a couple of other best friends, but we don't really hang out all the time. You know what I mean? And I think that it's just because life, the aspirations and our goals, and not to mention our relationships. When you jump in a relationship and you take your relationship serious, right? Your relationship, whoever it is, that becomes like your road dog.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I know that's how it is for me. You know, she's my road dog. So a lot of my time, you know, is spent with her. If I have leisure time, then I'm spending it with her first, and then y'all. You know what I mean? It's like you said this earlier. You said when we were younger, not even, I'm saying young like we old, but you said that we used to have all the time in the world to hang out with our homies and have to schedule time with our girl. But now we spend all the time with our girl and have to schedule time with our homies. And I think it's so profound because that's exactly what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people can probably relate to that are in this situation. And if you're not in the situation, it's nothing. It's all good, you know.
I got a question though. So let me ask Jalon, man. Like, in that situation, as a friend, am I wrong for being mad at the distance, or am I wrong for feeling like, yo, man, we should be spending more time together, or am I wrong for even speaking on that?
As a friend, first and foremost, I don't negate anyone's feelings. I don't think
that's important.
I don't think you can negate anyone's feelings. If your friend comes out and they say to you, like, yo, bro, like, I think we should spend more time. And you immediately like, man, well, I got a girl, I got this. You know, that's the same person that come out and say, like, you know, post memes, don't forget to check on your strong friends. Because your friend just came to you and told you what they need. I think we should spend more time together, especially as men. As men, if I come to you, first of all, that's a big thing. If I come to you like, yo, I think we should spend more time together. Or, hey, man, let's go do this.
Yeah.
And you kind of like shut it down and you don't give me an alternative. It's
and
like,
you don't have to paint the whole picture. You don't have to say I'm going through something.
Yeah.
Nah.
Like, and we always going through something.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're always going through something. As men, we're always going through something.
And as men, we're never gonna come out and straight up say it.
It's not.
If I hit you and say, hey, bro, you trying to grab a drink, that's me saying,
Yo, I need to get some shit off.
Hey, no, for real. And I'm gonna tell them why, because people are like, well, why don't you? Because sometimes you're going through something today that tomorrow don't exist no more.
Yep.
So it's not all the time. There's no need to always say something, but like, this is how I feel right now. Mm-hmm. Like right now, this is how I feel. And it's kind of weird for me to come and be like, hey, oh, dude, man, this is how I feel right now. I would like for you guys to come and hang with me so I could feel better. I'm never going to do that.
And we can get there later. We can get to that.
Yeah, we can get to that. I'll unpack that later.
Yeah, we get to that.
I'll unpack that later. I'm just going to tell y'all, like, first and foremost, I'm going to suggest something mutually beneficial for us. Mm-hmm. So if I could be like, oh, he turning it down, like, that's him turning it down. That's not him just not liking what I got going on. But I think it's really important to listen to your friends. Like, we're adults, and everybody knows everybody got something going on. So if your friend come to you and they really want to hang out and they really want to kick it, I think you should try to do your best to get there. It's funny you say that. I was talking to my girl the other day, and she asked me, we were talking about our friendship. We were talking about years. We were talking about our years of partying together, but like also partying. Y'all remember 3, 4 in the morning, but we getting up, working out 7, 8 in the morning. Mm-hmm. And if you can't get up and work out, don't come. Party. You can't party. So we
party like a pro.
Them the rules. Party like a pro.
Party like a pro.
Right. And in the midst of that, I was thinking, you know, granted, we were having fun together, but we were also really, really developing real character within each other. Mm-hmm. And it was
within the friendship.
Within the friendship.
Yeah.
It was a sense of accountability that I know I could rely on you. You know, and then I can also see how far you could push yourself, and I can see what you look like when you're hurting, and I can see what you look like when you want to give up, but you don't. You know, so, and we know we always talked about it's so important to work out with your friends.
Yeah.
Like really, really push your friends and really, really see what you guys look like. So we were having that conversation, and she asked me like, do I miss those days? You know, and I sat and I thought about it for a second, and I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I miss those days. But do I miss them to get them back? No.
But
I
do
miss
them.
I miss them like you miss high school. Like you miss moments in college.
I miss football. I don't want to go back.
Exactly. I miss it like that.
I missed the game. I don't want to go back. I'm straight.
You know, and I told her right now, I think that us as a circle, all of us three here, and then all of our friends, we're just now creating new memories and new moments. So those moments are being created now with our girls, our families, our kids.
For sure.
All of that.
But I would say, just to like any of the young homies that's listening to us that may have a group of friends that may think they're similar or just aspire to have this type of friendship, you know, as we've gotten older, we're maturing and we're starting to like hone in on what we really want for our lives, our careers, our families. You know, it's still easy for us to still stay connected because of the foundation that we built, that we laid then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like without that foundation of having those moments of feeling like, man, I could really, this dude is really accountable. I know he's going to be here, or whatever Jelon says, I believe it because of the track record.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's like without that I guess that practice or just that work, that leg work that we put in on the front end, we wouldn't even be able to be sitting here on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, if you guys have a small group, man, take advantage of those things that Jelon was saying, man. Like, get together with your homies anytime you can to work out. Spend as much time as you possibly can while you guys are young and growing, man, because you guys won't always have that time. That's just life.
Yo, and even the transparency, right? There's a transparency aspect you gotta have so everyone's in a loop. It's easier to navigate when I know exactly, even though I don't see him, I know what's going on. And those times when you're getting together to have those conversations, that's when you get to talk and unpack about, hey, this is what's been going on in my life, right? This is what's been going on. Hey, so what's going on with you? What's going on in your relationship, right? So we're not going forever without understanding what our homies going through. You know what I mean? So I think that's important to having that transparency. So then, you know, if I don't talk to O for, you know, 2 weeks, let's say I don't talk to him for 2-3 weeks, I still am conscious of what he's doing. I can tell you like, okay, what his schedule is. You know, I can tell you like, okay, this time of the day he's probably here. You know, it's just that there's that connection that you have through transparency that you gotta have, you know, and you can only get there if you're actually talking through things. You know, we got a homie, I ain't gonna say no names, but you don't really like talking about, you know, his problems and things that he's going through. And sometimes it gets in the way of us taking a relationship further because we just don't know. You know, we just don't know. But if it was a situation where it's just like, hey, here's what I'm going through. Because a lot of times we all got like a story, you know, we all got burdens. So a lot of times, sometimes I may be dealing with my burden so much that it skips my mind to ask you, hey, are you going through this too? You know what I mean? Because sometimes I'm tending to mine. But sometimes it's on you to be like, hey, like I'm doing that too. You see me out here doing that too. So it makes it provides a space for you to just chime in and say, that's happening to me too. Oh, word. Let's talk about it.
That shit is important,
You know,
bro. We
let's
talk
talk about
transparency.
it. Let's talk
Transparency
about it.
with your homies.
Let's talk about
Them the
it.
rules.
You know
Them
what I'm
the
saying?
rules.
For sure.
But, like, what do you guys think though? Do you feel like it's do you feel like the same type of, I don't want to say rules, but is it the same with men and women, or is it a little bit harder for women?
I think it's way harder for women. I think like if men if men can only count their friends on one hand, women got to be able to count their friends on two fingers. Seriously. I think it's so much harder because, well, a lot of times I feel like, maybe, I don't know. I'm just throwing this out here. I feel like women move around a lot more, right? And if they don't move around a lot more, it's definitely harder for them to move solo, right? So it's a lot harder for them to pick up and find new friends like it is for us. Like we could go out somewhere, whatever.
Real friends or just new friends? Because women can find a group of friends.
Well, I
Real
mean,
friend.
before it becomes a real friend, it's got to be a friend.
Yeah.
Right? You got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a lot easier for men to go out and develop those relationships with new people, you know, and have those real friendships than it is with women. Like even women be like, yeah, I got one best friend, but she lives across the coast. I got one best friend, and man, I don't know. Like, it's rare that women have true best friends that they can link up with all the time, let alone a group of friends that they could talk to and go out with, party with, travel with. If you look at girls when they go out and travel, they on different trips with different girls all the time. You look at dudes, it'd be like, yo, the dudes, every time they go somewhere, it's the same.
That's because girls be beefing on vacation. They be beefing.
Well, whatever it is, you know, I mean, I just think it's harder for them to develop the real friendships, you know? Plus, I also don't think women be keeping it a buck. You know what I'm saying?
With each other?
With each other. And I also think women
Well,
women also be having like ulterior like motives for being someone's friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas
Well, men do that too, though.
sure. I don't want to say just women do that.
Yeah, men
sure.
do that too, though.
Yeah.
But I get you.
But I think like it's more of a superficial thing too with women. Like, I'm gonna be your friend based off of what you look like.
Because of what because of access.
Sure.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. I guess, but like homies, I'm never looking at him like,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be this dude's friend because he got a beard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's tall. Like, nah. You know, so I definitely think
I mean, men be men's friends because they got money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. It's
Like it'd
what-
be like, oh, you know, this dude, I like the way he get down. You don't even got to know nothing about him, but you just like the way that he out there spending
he
money.
got a good setup.
Yeah, he got a good
good
setup.
He got a good setup.
I'm gonna be his
Women
friend.
like him.
I think that's the equivalent to the same when you're saying like women link up with cute girls just to get out and
Yeah.
go to the club and have
So
access.
men do that same thing with money.
Men do the same thing with access as well.
Yeah.
I think that's whack, but men do the same thing with access.
So
as
you
well.
you disagree that it's
No,
harder for women to develop those
I
type
don't
of
necessarily
friendships?
disagree. I'm just saying men do it as well. I think it's a lot of factors that go into it for women, and especially like one typically when like a woman will get a boyfriend or something, like she knows that she gonna kind of like be around a lot of his people and a lot of his friends' girls. So she may be in a relationship and then get friends with that group of friends, and if they break up, sometimes she got to break up with the friends too. Like sometimes that's the thing. I'm gonna be honest as a man. If me and bruh cool, we cool.
Yeah.
We not breaking up because we broke up.
No.
Men don't really do that.
Nah.
That's not really like a thing that we do. So, I mean, like when it comes to like just the friends, just to kind of like swing it back and like be able to like develop relationships. And I think a lot of it happens, you know, we kind of talked off camera, like you said, a lot of it happens in that, just like that college age, you know, like you lose a set of friends there.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and then you go through your adulthood and then you start getting into your late 20s, 30s.
And that's the second batch of friends you start.
That's the
losing.
second batch of friends because now you going into what the rest of your life is going to look like.
Yep.
And then no telling, like, let's say you married for 15 years and go through a divorce. You think you're going to still be around your friends with families?
Nah. Oof.
You're going to love them and you're going to care about them and you're going to cherish them, but your
That's
interests are different.
Yeah.
Even thinking about the friends that like start to have families and the friends that aren't.
Yeah.
You're gonna start to separate from them too.
Naturally.
And not even for just naturally. That's weak, bro. That's weak because as a friend, I still want to be around.
Yeah.
As a friend, I still want to participate. As a friend, I still want to witness your kids growing up too. Like, why do I take short end of the stick because I don't have kids right now?
Yeah.
Like, why do y'all take all your time and go hang out with other people? I mean, I get it, but like, why do I have to miss out on time too? Is it just because I'm not there as well?
I think right there is probably leads us to the next point of the most important part is both parties have to be mutually invested.
Yeah.
Like you have to be mutually invested. Like it's going to be times, you know, where I may be calling you more than you call me, but it might be a season where you calling me more than I'm calling you.
Yeah.
And like, I need that season. Like I would need that season. And like, it's going to happen, you know, it's going to happen, but we got to know, we here. And like for people who's going through it, you're going to have times where it's difficult with your friends. And I mean, as far as like, whether it's distance, whether it's your friend may have went back to school. Cause like, think
Yeah.
about it. Like if I went back to school or you went back to school, how are we going to be seeing each other?
Right.
You know, what if you wanted to take a master's program, you know, in another state? What are we doing to build our relationship still? You know, and then that's when it comes down to being there for the moments. You know, we may not talk throughout, but when I graduate, man,
that's funny you say that.
I expect to see you.
I have a friend that you guys know that I grew up with, man, and he's been back in school for like the past 2 to 3 years, right? He just graduated. He's going to become a therapist. But literally, he called me the other day to talk about a friend of ours' bachelor party. And he was just excited talking about he can't wait to get up with everybody because he was like, man, for 2 years, I haven't really seen y'all. You know, I've been away, man. And that shit is so true, bro. Like, if you go to school, anytime you decide to focus on something, bro, your time is you're gonna lose time somewhere else, bro.
Yeah.
Right? You don't just make up more time.
Yeah. You don't get more time.
You don't get more time, you know what I'm saying? It's got to come from somewhere, bro. So you're absolutely right. Like, that's a real example that I'm going through with the friend right now. But it's so good to have him back. He's like, and if you're real friends, you understand it's okay. Yo, I could bounce away for 2 years. I could come back, hop back in, and it's good. You know what I'm saying?
You always say this, bro. You always say this. You say, know your personnel, right?
Yep.
Always say it. And basically, it's just like, yo, like, know who you're dealing with. If you know who you're dealing with, it's always going to be good.
Yeah.
Because you can always have that conversation, right? That's the foundation. It's like, if you know who you're dealing with. But, yo, we got to jump into that thing.
What's the deal, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Nice and Neat Halftime Show. That ain't how I say it. How I say it? It's been so long.
It's been so long.
It's been so long. We took 2 weeks off. I done forgot how to say it, but we here for the Nice and Neat Halftime Show, and y'all know what we like to do here. We like to get into the game, dim the rules, man. Dude, what we got, fam?
All right, so we're going to circle back and come back to the Will Smith, Chris Rock, Jada Pinkett, Oscar situation, right?
Ooh.
And so apparently, I don't know if you guys seen, right? The Oscars banned Will Smith for the next 10 years, right? He can't come to the Oscars for the next 10 years, right? That's fair. All right, that's fair. He did something wrong, that's fair. All right?
The man quit.
You said he
No,
quit?
he already quit before that.
Right.
He said, I resigned.
Okay, so,
Right.
so let's call a little slap on the wrist, right?
He retired and said, you banned from the league.
Okay.
Okay.
So he can't come to the Oscars for the next 10 years, right? So here's my question to you guys. Although he can't come to the Oscars for the next 10 years, is Jada Pinkett in the right or wrong if she chooses to show up to the Oscars without him in that time span? Can she show up to the Oscars?
What is she showing up to the Oscars for?
Of course she can.
What is she
Period.
Hey, hold on.
Period?
It don't matter. It don't matter. Yo, can she go to the Oscars in this next 10 years that he won't be allowed without him?
I mean, I think she can.
They got an open relationship.
Yeah.
They got an open
I
list.
think
All
She can
bets
do
are
what she
on.
want.
Chill out. She can't do what she want. Like, don't say it like that.
Looks like it to me.
Stop it. You ain't gonna do my favorite person in the world like that. That's my favorite right there.
And you know what? And that's why I say we can't justify shitty behavior because we like somebody.
I'm not justifying
I
behavior.
didn't say you justify behavior. I said just we collectively, because I'm definitely not justifying it. But I just mean we collectively. We just can't justify that. Like, we gotta hold everybody accountable to the same standard as we hold everybody. Like
So technically,
so she can't show up.
no, I said she can do what she wants.
Okay, is she wrong though?
If she shows up.
If she goes to the Oscars, even though he was banned for protecting her?
What I'm saying is, he says you're saying I'm generalizing the question, right? That's what you're saying, like in general, right? I'm saying, like, what is she showing up for? Because if she had this amazing performance on this movie, then like.
Right. Let's just call it that. Let's say she does have an amazing performance. So
Year 7.
That's
seven.
That's
Yeah,
like gonna be the extreme, right?
Yeah, like the extreme.
The extreme is like she blows it out the water, right?
Yeah,
and then she gets invited to the Oscars. What should she do? Should she boycott it and in honor of her husband who's been banned?
No.
Or should she show up?
Nah, because I don't think she told Will to get up there and go slap him. Matter of fact, if you look at the footage, she ain't say nothing.
Did she stop him?
She ain't stop him, but
Did she console him?
But she ain't tell him to go do it.
But
Does your partner have to tell you to do everything you do? Your partner tell you to take out the trash?
No.
And just because your partner didn't tell you to do it doesn't mean she didn't appreciate it. All right? And
Touche.
right, because she may not have told him, but he got basically. I did something to try to defend you, and I got in trouble for it. It was your fault, but hey, I still did it. So now it's just like, yo, what are you gonna do to honor me? Right? So if she goes to the Oscars, do you think it's right or wrong?
I'm telling you right now, man, I can only speak from my stance, but I mean, if I'm gonna speak to them, you said this is her time to honor him. Come on, let's come on.
She's had others.
Come on, if she
No, not in that sense.
Come on, she's had other
I'm just
moments.
talking about this specific situation.
To honor him.
Yeah.
Just talking about this specific situation, like, yo, he slapped somebody. All right, it's cool.
Well,
Now
I'm gonna
what?
tell you the way that my household is to be ran is to complete solidarity. So within my household, if I couldn't go somewhere, we can't go somewhere. If she can't go somewhere, we can't go somewhere. That doesn't mean I'm not going to get the award. They could still give her the
Right,
award
get
and
the
bless her with
award.
the
Yeah, we're
award.
not saying that. We're not saying that. We know they're gonna mail it to the
but
house.
Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not. I can't say that's how they household ran.
I guess the question should be like, how would you feel? Not can she or because that relationship is different.
Right.
But the question should be like, how would you feel though if you slap somebody and then you got banned and then your wife went without you?
Bro, I would have a live Facebook watch party of me watching my wife accept the award.
That's funny.
Flip it.
I would flip it, bro. I would allow I did something out of
Hey,
character.
FaceTime me, baby.
FaceTime me while you walking up there.
That'd be crazy.
Cause that's what we got. That's the type of shit I would do. But like I would allow my wife, because I feel like I made, regardless of what happened, like I did the action, right? Whether it was right or wrong, whether I was protecting somebody or not, I decided to do that shit.
Do we want to dive?
Dive off the.
You
That's
did
an
spring.
interesting take.
You did the action based off of what?
Well, we don't know that.
Okay,
We don't know. We can only assume.
Everything is speculation, so don't back now.
Okay.
So you don't back
Don't-
now.
don't back
so you
down
did
now.
the action based off of what?
I did the action based off of body language.
From?
Jada.
So when you say your partner didn't tell you to do it, does the words actually, hey, go hit him, have to come out of your partner's mouth to do something?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that body language looks like from my partner.
Do something.
Look,
What are you talking about? We are celebrities.
Right.
That is never an option.
okay, but look, check this out. When y'all laying in that bed, y'all Jada and Will. So when y'all laying in the bed, and as Duke talked about, whatever hurt or whatever pain that she's feeling day after day because she's seeing her hair deteriorate from her body, like leave.
Yeah.
Like leave. And, it may be moments where she might have had camera opportunities and was like, I just can't do it because she couldn't do something specifically that she wanted to do with her hair. And he's seeing this day after day. He's feeling it day after day, right? They're
Yeah.
talking about it day after day.
Yeah.
She knows what's going on.
Yeah.
He knows what's going on. So when the moment happens and she looks at him,
Yep.
and then you get up to do an action without stopping, did she not tell you to not do it?
No.
Let's be
It's
realistic here.
I mean, I hear that. And what I do want to say is that, like, I empathize for all of those going through that. I have a close family member who has alopecia. You know what I'm
Same.
saying? So, like, I know exactly, like, I know how a woman could feel. I know how that could affect confidence. Like, I know how hurtful, like, that could be. You know?
I got a question for y'all. Something did come out before we wrap it up. Something came out that said Jada also feels like what Will did was wrong. Do you feel like
Get the fuck out of here.
oh my mama?
Get the fuck out of here.
Do you feel like she should
going
have
to the
even
Oscars.
said that?
She going to the Oscars.
Come on now,
She's going to the Oscars, bro.
dim the rules. Jada headed to the Oscars, brother.
Jada headed to the Oscars, bro.
Them the proof.
With that said, y'all, we're going to conclude this week's halftime show and get into the rest of the show the only way we know how. That's with some positive energy, some positive vibrations, and a smile, of course, man. Let's go.
Fellas, we talking about friendship here. That was a funny halftime. by
It was
the way.
great. It was
funny.
good.
We talking about friendship here. And, we kind of left off right before halftime and we were talking about the moments. We kind of touched on the moments and the importance of as we develop and we get older and we begin to get laser focused, you just can't be there every single day with your friends. So the moments really matter. And a lot of people, when they think about the moments, you only think about the moments that go on invitations. So like birthdays or weddings and, you know, things like that. But those moments that you don't necessarily account for, but you're just there for your friends, are important too. And they're actually extreme building blocks to the friendship. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's been moments in our friendship that have happened that, like, I'll give an example. I'm gonna let y'all in. Nice and neat, fam. I'll let you guys in. When my mom passed, I'm gonna say this moment first. Duke wasn't able to make it to my mom's funeral, right? And he just missed the date. Crazy part is, it was no big deal to me, because most people will look at that as a moment. But truth be told, when I needed him in the biggest moment, he was there. Mm-hmm. It was a moment where it was just extremely dark for me, and I just picked up my phone. I don't know what made me just call him. I called him, he picked up. I don't even think the phone rung twice. And he talked me through a moment that he went through when his father passed. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't scripted, it wasn't planned. I didn't tell him, hey, yo, I'm gonna call you today at 8:00. It was just, he was there in the moment. And that moment was more to me than the moment, like I said, that was on the invitation. Mm-hmm. And just being there for your friends in the moment as you guys are building relationships, those are things that people never forget. Mm-hmm. Like, ever forget. Like, it's certain moments that you have in friendships that you will say, my loyalty is entrusted to this person, especially as we get older. I don't know if I've ever told you that, but like, I'm just telling you this on camera right now. Like, that right there, you got my loyalty forever, bruh. Yeah. Forever, dog.
Damn.
So yeah, the moments, man. Like, when we think about moments and just developing our friendships with our friends, just like being able to be there for the moments, the big ones, you know, and the ones that's not even necessarily scripted. Yeah,
man. And you just like, every opportunity, man, is just like an opportunity to just build on, you know, tragedy, adversity,
triumph,
yep. You know what I mean? Struggles, successes. Every opportunity is an opportunity for you to solidify the friendship. You know what I mean? Because it's not always going to be we can link up every day of the week if we want. Right now, we can link up every day of the week. We all live close proximity, but it probably won't always be like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking for a house that's 30 miles away from here.
And it's like that's just the facts. You know, that's just the facts. And what happens is a lot of people feel like their homies ain't their homies no more because they don't understand the fact that, yo, we still friends and I still love you, but we just not on the same. We're not on a day-to-day schedule, right? But I love you with all my heart. So this thing doesn't have to fizzle out. So if I see you in 2-3 weeks or 2 months, right? Or you move away and I see you in 6 months, we still locked in, you know? And I know a lot of people struggle with that because they haven't laid that foundation of transparency. They haven't laid that foundation of trust. They haven't laid that foundation of going through obstacles, right? And when I say going through obstacles, I'm talking about having challenging moments with your friends. Because when you have those challenging moments with your friends, you grow from it, just like your partner, right? If you have a friend and you haven't had a moment of adversity or challenge, then you probably got some work to do. Because it's only in those moments do you really know what you made of.
These is relationships.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we talked about this before, right? Only in those moments. The only time you really, really find out what you're made of as, you know, in a friendship is when you guys, you know, hit a roadblock that's tough. That can be like, yo, this can go either way.
I mean, I think that's the same to be said just about life in general.
Life in general.
You know, so that's the only time you're gonna find out if you could really make it. What you're made of is when shit gets hard. It's easy to put it on. It's easy to be a good friend when we're having a good time. It's easy to be a good friend when we're going to the club, popping bottles. It's easy to be a good friend when we're going to Vegas. You know, it's not easy to be a good friend when someone loses a loved one. And I have to be there. It's not easy to be there on a phone call. Like we have a mutual friend that I remember, and God bless them. You know, they have a healthy baby now. But I remember, you know, him and his fiance had a miscarriage, and I just remember him calling me and I wish I could think of another moment where I was on the other end of this, but you know, I literally just sat there and just let him grieve. Like we were just on the phone. It wasn't even really much talking going on. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes that's all you need.
But those moments aren't easy to be there for. So like you just got to think about that. You have to you have to be able to go through those tough times in order for this shit to work. Other than that, you know, it'll fizzle out and it'll just be like,
oh yeah,
this is someone that I knew through passing one day.
Yeah. It's uncomfortable seeing your friends in like pain.
It sucks. It sucks because it's also that there's really nothing that you can do for them in that moment besides be there to console them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's like nothing I'm gonna do that's gonna help change what's going on.
Yep.
You know? So that's the unfortunate shit about going through the tough times with your friends, but that's the only way that you guys will have a substantial relationship, friendship that's long lasting.
That make me think, like, how do you feel about, and I'm sure we all got these people, but how do you feel about the people that's only involved in your life for your wins? Like, they celebrate the hell out of your wins though. But like, that's the only time you really.
I don't think those are real people that you even consider it being in your life.
Nah.
You know, those like if you whoever those people are, if you're thinking about think about like the moments like when we get up, you don't ever call them. I don't know who those people are that you're thinking about in your mind. Like we all could have different images in our mind, but like
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not even really thinking about
I was
nobody
about to say
specifically.
that. I'm not thinking nobody.
I'm not even thinking about nobody specifically, but I know it's people who just show up for the wins. I see it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they involved in my life,
your life,
but I see it, you know, and I'm sure some people, you know, you may be uber successful listening to this, or, you know, maybe just moderately successful, but you've experienced some sort of level of success to where people just show up.
Hey,
for the wins.
My dog Nip said it the best, man. If you sharing your success and not your struggles, you're a fool. If we not sharing the struggle, we not sharing no success, fam. Like we gotta get dirty together in order to shine together. I'm not just gonna come let you shine with me. Not when my niggas been dirty. Not when my brother's been dirty this whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna do that. Nah, we gotta go through the rugged, ugly, dark times. You know, in order to get in the sun with us. You know.
You know what? That just made me think about something. I spoke on it briefly. And you just kind of touched on it, but I want to talk about loyalty. And like, I feel like we live in a generation where it's extremely fickle. Loyalty is extremely fickle because of just the access to, you know, some people may just look and be like, oh, well, people over there are doing better, or people doing this, or people doing this. Like, where does like loyalty lie for you guys? Where does it start and where does it end, if it ends at all?
Well, I think loyalty is everything for me. And I think the loyalty goes back to one of the things we touched on in like episode 1 or 2. It goes back to the code.
Yeah.
You know, like if we operate on the same code, well, then the loyalty is probably something we don't really have to talk about.
It's easier.
It's very easy to understand what loyalty means to me. But loyalty for me is like, yo, I'm here for both of you guys regardless. Like, even if y'all do some dumb shit, like, if y'all do some dumb illegal shit, like, I won't be there to be like, yo, standing behind you, like,
oh, I'm not going to jail for you.
I'm not going to jail for you, nor am I, like, standing on the table saying that you shouldn't go to jail. But, like, if you go there, bro, I'm going to be there for you. You feel what I'm saying? You're still my friend. You made a terrible mistake, but I'm not going to abandon you. I'm still going to be there by your side. That's loyalty for me, right? Like, always being down for someone that you said you was going to be down for.
Yeah.
Now, you start doing, like you said, you start doing stupid shit in life, bro, then I just got to disconnect from you so I don't have to choose not to be loyal.
I don't have to choose
I don't have to choose not to be loyal.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
2 things. Loyalty has its contingencies. All right? So sometimes what you said, if you just like, if we're being loyal and then you just chance after chance after chance after chance, you just keep letting me down.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to.
I gotta
pull
make a
back.
decision.
I can't keep being stupid, right? So now I'm gonna have to pull back. So loyalty does, like, nothing's forever, right? Everything has to be reciprocated, all right? But to me, loyalty is choosing you first.
Yep.
Right? Like I'm choosing you first, bro.
Yep.
Like, hey, like I know he got that and they got that, but you my dog.
Yep.
So I'm choosing you first.
Yep.
All right, that's just it. You know what I'm saying? We got history, we got experience. We've been grinding together, right? We share stories together. We've seen each other cry, right? Been all over the world. Like, I'm choosing you first.
That's something serious to see a grown man cry.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's loyalty. You know what I'm saying? And then also loyalty is understanding that, like, yo, if I choose me, I know my homies gonna understand because they loyal to me, and we loyal to each other, right? If I choose me and my homies be like, oh, fuck him, that's not loyalty, right? Loyalty is like understanding each other as well as having each other back. But to me, like at the very basic level, it's just like, yo, I'm choosing y'all first. You know what I'm saying? Just like you choose your girl, I'm choosing my girl, and you got your girl and you got this other girl, I'm choosing my girl every time. The minute you choose somebody else, you're disloyal.
Yep.
And it's just, doing that consistently, time and time and time again.
How about you? How do you define loyalty, or what do you?
Man, my loyalty come from an extreme old school just thought,
Values
bro.
and principles.
Super like dog. Like I'm loyal to the soil.
I knew you was gonna say that shit. I knew you was gonna say that shit. I'm loyal to the soil.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like my loyalty for real, like is real crazy, dog.
Loyal
Like,
to the soil.
like it's honestly I can't even explain it because it's regular to me. Like I just can't even really like say, oh yeah, it's this set of code, it's this set of laws. It's nah. Like if you made a decision, live by the decision that you made. It's plain and simple to me. Like if we go somewhere, I'm not gonna be like, hey, I got in. I got in.
That's cold.
Hey,
I'm gonna be 100.
If you
with
say
y'all.
you got in, you better be telling me where the door is at.
Straight up. Hey, I got in, but I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. Honestly, this fool is one of the most loyal people that I actually know, like in life. Just how he is, and that's what loyalty actually really is. It's not. I don't base. You can't base your loyalty off of anybody you being loyal to. Like you base your loyalty off of who you are.
Yeah.
One person.
So like, I've seen Omar go places with people who he just kind of like met that day. But if they rolling together, hey yo, this is who I'm with, and they just like, I can get you. It's like, well, I'm with them too though. So like, all right, well, come on, come on. I got. If they can't get it, not going.
Can't go, unfortunately.
And like, you always like look at certain levels of like things, whatever it is. Like you may think you're the best football player, and then you see somebody who's better, and you be like, I need to be on that level. Or you may see somebody's level of loyalty, and you be like, okay, that's actually it right there. Loyalty is making the decision that you made before you see the better decision. You stick with that decision. That's what loyalty is.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
just what
it's just what it is.
That's just what it is.
Yep.
And when I say
made
the
my
better decision, it just looks the better. It looks like
Yep.
the better decision. We talked about it before. Loyalty is the 80-20. The 20 is always what you want to take, but that's usually not it.
Yeah.
Like it's just usually not it. Yeah, but now I live by loyalty, man. I live by loyalty, dog, for sure.
Yo, but okay, switching gears though, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are thinking, man, it sounds good, but my homie's not that understanding. Like, hey, I hear what you guys saying, but I want to do X, Y, Z, but my homie's not that understanding. They're gonna judge me, blah blah blah, right? And I do want to say that if you are someone who aspires to do other things and you want to work hard, and your circle is not necessarily moving at the pace you would like, don't be afraid to set boundaries. Don't be afraid to tell your friends, no, I'm focused. I got things to do. I got things to focus on. Don't be afraid. Because two things are going to happen. They're going to be motivated and come along, or, they're going to take a step back and you're going to have, less people holding you back. All right. So set boundaries for your goals and your accomplishments, because I know that's a lot of things. That's one of the things a lot of people struggle with, is not understanding how to like cut people off. I'm not saying cut people off, but just setting boundaries and say, hey, yo, I'm trying to get here. So if you're not trying to help me, then just understand I can't just make the same time for you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's an important thing that a lot of people need to know. So if you're listening to that, just don't be afraid to like set boundaries to get to where you got to get to. All right. But y'all, we out of time. All right. We out of time. And I just want to say, man, thank you for listening to us. Thank you for rocking. Thank you for watching, right? Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of the above. Follow Jalon on Instagram. Follow Omar on Instagram. Follow myself on Instagram. And follow Nice and Neat the podcast on Instagram on all platforms. All right.
Follow us on TikTok too.
Follow us on TikTok too. We really appreciate you guys.
Follow us on TikTok.
Oh yeah, what's that dance we trying out? We're gonna try to land that. Yeah, we're gonna try to land that dance really soon. But yeah, appreciate y'all for tapping in with us, man. Much love and gratitude. Until next time, I'm Duke.
I'm Omar.
I'm Jalon. This is another episode of Nice and Neat, and that's that on that. Peace.
I'll be the one to take the risk to go and get them bands. I'll be the one to never sit and go and make a plan. Knowing my mother getting old and I don't got no time. Gotta keep a couple for the road, the rest get left behind. Yeah. To the hundreds, pledge allegiance, I stand.